favorite pastimes. Matter of fact, I think I do it too much. So in my course of watching a lot of television, obviously I have my opinions, and I'm very strong-willed in the type of TV shows that I do watch. And I'd like to talk about a few of them that I absolutely hate, and the reasons why I hate them, even though I may or may not still watch them. So, The Big Bang Theory is one of them I don't like very much, and I actually started watching it after my physics professor just went on a tirade in class for no reason. He was like, oh, and it's supposed to be like some kind of super scientist, and doesn't he know this one law of physics? And he says that it works this way and it works the other way, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch that. It just pisses off. Like this physics professor who was like, everyone hated because he always gave way too much work and not enough time to get it done. And I watched it and I echoed these sentiments. It was very annoying. But every once in a while, I check back into The Big Bang Theory to see if now it's kind of like nice to watch because it wins so many awards and it's like the most viewed TV show on television, and I'm still not pleased by it.
What do you mean that the world started with the Big Bang? God created the world in 7 days.
No, it started with some atom fizzing. I know it because it says here in my physics textbook.
Oh, do you believe everything in those books? It's garbage. I mean, that sounds like fantasy. Atoms fizzing together. It's not a soda pop.
Mr. McGonagall, it's just...
Yes, Lucy, it's just what?
It's just that my dad is the scientist at CERN, and he really knows his shit, and I think that I should trust him more than I trust you because you're just a 5th grade science teacher.
No, these freaking scientific zealots.
No, he published that! He just got on Krause!
Mon chéri, mon bébé,
Come here, Dad!
I just telegramped in from CERN to visit you, and I wanted to apologize for abandoning you in public school.
It really sucks here. My science teacher doesn't know what he's talking about, and everybody calls me a nerd.
I do know what I'm talking about. God created the universe, not some fizzy soft drink.
Oh,
See?
Yes. I had a particle accelerator slash collider that would destroy your notions of God. I don't want to
Do it!
Oh,
Do it!
do you want to? Do you want to?
Impossible. You guys in your books.
I'm not sure it's a good idea, you know? That we should just keep doing this bad thing and just keep, kicking the ball around even though we're not supposed to kick the ball around.
But it's so fun. Look, let's try to get into that little hole over there.
All right, you go.
Ready?
But no, what if we get yelled at?
Shutter!
Oh, we're getting in trouble for that, I know. This is why we're not supposed to kick the ball around.
Okay, let's kick something else.
But it feels so good. Try it again. See if we can break that window.
But no,
Little did these two know that their destruction of now is destroying the future, causing a terrible ripple effect through space-time.
Cut to 10 years later. I can't believe what just happened.
I can't believe we caused this. Everyone blames us. We didn't put this together. We just blamed us.
My parents are gonna kill me.
life's liberating.
Nothing works like it used to be. Everything was so
Mr. Douglas'
simple.
house just caught on fire.
It looks like our car salesman balloon thing.
Oh my gosh. The only way we can put that fire out is by kicking this cat directly into that fire.
Oh, we should do more kicking?
Yeah.
That helped us out in the past.
Ready?
Well, I hate pickles too, but I like to eat them. And just torture myself with eating foods that I don't like. Sauerkraut.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, guys. You're coughing into my lentil soup over here.
We're sorry. It's been so hard being born after the mighty revolution.
Yep.
Here's your Diet Coke.
You're saying you don't love being tied to me?
No, I don't like that our flesh is one. It was hard to be born, and it is harder to live.
It's okay, but if you have strong opinions about things, and you try to embrace the things you hate,
I
actually like, since we're talking about, hey, let's make it more positive. So, I like sleeping. That's actually hard to come by when you have a kid. So I have an 8-month-old and cutest guy in the world. But I swear, he does little things on purpose, like he's sleeping, he likes to sleep on his side, he's a side sleeper, but he always rolls over onto his stomach, wakes up, freaks out, and starts yelling at the top of his lungs. And all this time, I always thought it was because he never really knew how to roll himself back onto his back so he could go back to sleep. It turns out that he's actually a pretty good roller. So when he's at my mother-in-law's house, he's rolling all over the place, and like in bed, he's like, oh, I forgot that, I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna wake up the whole household. But, you know, it's worth it, I love it.
Just go to sleep, Jimmy. Just go to sleep. Guess what? What? No. Wait. I know you like to watch the 11 o'clock news, right? It's like 10:58 right now.
I know, I'm really excited for the news.
I have a surprise for you in the diaper. I love being a jerky baby.
Timmy, how about you be terrible when you go to Mommy's house, huh?
Oh, but Mommy's so nice to me.
Oh.
There, Gerber, airplane.
Oh no.
So what?
Just eat the food, Timmy!
Bedtime. Okay. I'll just sit right here. Sleeping like a baby. That's what they say. Crazy things are so easy. Hey, I'm taking a night now. Get up! My time.
You know, let's tell Jerry at work that we were never trained, so we can get flown out to Dallas and get the training on the company's dime. You know?
Yes, that's a stage idea.
I think that would make for a very nice company paid vacation.
I
What
think
do
so.
you think?
I think so. I've always wanted to go to Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what's there?
Tell me what's there.
My cousin-in-law, Jim.
Your cousin-in-law's in
Yeah.
Jim that came to town last week?
Mm-hmm.
He's in Dallas. How come we didn't even talk about this? We just had so much fun with Jim.
I know. We had, remember that time we went to the gym?
With Jim? Jim's at the gym is the best. He's just such a hunk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shows all these moves.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't really have very many muscles, so it's nice to have somebody just have muscles.
yeah, but when you're at the gym with Jim, it doesn't even matter. You know, it's like, hey, we're at the gym with Jim. Let's just have fun with it. You know, let's just.
Remember that time that he benched me?
That was a funny one. I'm like the gym workers were like, no, don't bench another person. That's not safe. But Jim at the gym was just like, I'm Jim at the gym. I do what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tough.
We'll have to see what those Dallas gyms are like.
We'll see what Jim does at Dallas gyms.
Okay, so you've done it during rehearsal perfectly. That dance move. I don't know what's wrong with going on stage and doing it, but I believe in you.
It's different. It's that you have all these people staring at you.
Look, that triple Lutz is just so perfect. I know it's gonna break the world record.
It's just they see inside my soul. All of the wrongs that I've done, all of the rights. It's just not the same.
You just need to get on that ice and pretend like everybody's on their underwear. Like standing on their underwear. Like standing on it like they've never done laundry before.
So it's gonna be a room that smells like ass.
Yes, and I just know that you'll skate on this rink
Okay.
and do those triple Lutzes.
I'm inspired. I will do those triple Lutzes.
Just like in rehearsal.
Just in rehearsal. But will you be there for me? Can you come onto the ice with me?
I've been there since you were 3. Of course I'll be here. You're the best 13-year-old figure skater that I know.
It really means a lot to me.
not riding it. She got in like a huge fight with it. It kicked her in her face because he hates her. And I was the doctor attendant. It was my first year of my ER residency, and I think Becky can take it from here.
Yeah, so I was all, hey, my face, you know, and Dr. Resident over here was all like, oh, hey, I can't help you with this.
Yeah, so we actually kicked her out of the hospital, and she was just laying on the street, but I felt really sad about it.
Yeah,
So
she came back out and she was like, you know what, what's your name, kid? And I was like, my name's Becky, my head hurts a lot. And she was like, that's nice. So someday you and I will be in the same room together for an improv competition.
and then I rolled her over so she couldn't choke on her own vomit, and I went to dinner with my husband.
Yeah.
All right, I'm glad you two can make it.
I love Dallas gyms, Jim.
Yeah.
Show us what you got here. I'm really excited about last time when we were in Nashville, you went to the gym and was benching James here.
Yeah. But now I'm in Dallas. It's a little different.
Oh, do we just do what you do? Or are you just gonna carry James? You wanna carry me this time?
Hey, guys, gotta warm up first.
Oh,
Thrust it out.
Jim.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize this was an all-male gym.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, can you pass me my cleats?
Oh.
Well, old man. Gotta go hard, go home.
Oh, Jim, I love you at the gym. No holds barred.
And the towel flings through a wormhole and crashes into a different civilization.
Oh, and the ball that was kicked 10 years ago is still flying.
And two women who hate each other, hook bodies, and have to fuse together to become one.
And everyone knows it was those two little kids that were playing. Oh, that was me. That was me that was playing.
None of this crap makes sense. This is physics? This is modern day physics? Garbage!
Look, my dad knows his shit. He knows what he's talking about.
Soccer balls flying through space-time and two girls hooking up?
Yeah, it's where everything.
Preposterous.
We don't like the term hooking up. We prefer connected by tissue.
Yeah.
There's nothing romantic here.
Fuse by.
Oh no, another holograph.
Oh, this is just a figment of your imagination that got on warp and has lasted for such a long time. We know this because we are CERN, and we know things at CERN.
Let's see. Alright, and that's our show. Thank you all for coming. Now, if you enjoyed what went on here, we have workshops every Thursday, which are open to the public at 5:15 p.m. So if you're interested, sign up on the sheet of paper and we'll add you to our listserv. Now, together we are SPG, but individually we are Ari,
Becky.
Laura.
Nelson.
Laulu.
And Minnie.
Thank you all for coming.